Feature Friday.
The freshest.
To do international projects because like everything's on Zoom, right? So like it doesn't matter where the artist is; they're just as live as if they were in Manila. So like we did this thing last year where I reproduced, Marry Your Daughter,
Yes.
that song from. So that's by Brian McKnight's son,
Yes.
Brian McKnight Jr. He's super cool dude. I linked with him in LA in 2019. And,
you met him?
Yeah.
That's
I
dope.
actually met him in LA in 2010 because Alex, my girlfriend at the time, her mom was friends with his dad. So like I just met them briefly. I went to Brian McKnight's house. It was kind of crazy.
That's
Oh
crazy.
man!
But
I
then,
love you just said that casually, brother. Like,
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
just like, you know him, yeah, I met him. You know?
no, it was crazy. It was a big ass mansion in Bel Air. It was like this is surreal. And then nothing for 9 years, and then we linked up in LA at this like lunch networking Philippine thing, and we had the idea of doing that because the song, it's huge in the Philippines, and Indonesia, Southeast Asia in general, still to this day. Like, so we figured if we do like a reimagining of it, because he told me that version that got out was just a demo. It was a one take demo that got leaked, and it just blew up. They never even released it for real. I mean, they did.
Wow.
A little later in 2012, they saw how good it was doing, so they just put it on Spotify. But he'd never done like a real mixed, mastered version. So he was down for it. I produced it, and he recorded in LA, sent it back. I mixed it, sent it back to LA for mastering, and then it like, wait, why the hell was I talking about this?
Because you were saying that it's so cool that international artists
music.
now is like
It doesn't
like
matter anymore.
working internationally.
Oh, right. Yeah. So he did like almost 3 months of promo here because it was going off. It was popping off, doing really well. And he was just from his apartment in LA, like he would just show up on these talk shows and like radio, and it's just all Zoom. So it was really, I don't know if that would have happened if not for 2020.
Well,
it wouldn't have.
I think the same. Like this whole pandemic and the world situation actually broaden up the whole online community like to a whole tenfold. Like it really amplify the whole experience. I mean, we wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for the pandemic. We would have never actually gotten to speak to you guys if it wasn't for the pandemic. So it's
I was just thinking that the other day. Like, I'm so glad, it's so good that the pandemic waited until now to happen, when like video conferencing apps are good enough to like handle it, because otherwise the whole world would have been fucked.
Yeah, could you imagine if we had to do this through Skype when Skype was glitching?
No way.
No, dude, no.